Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, and before your feet even touch the floor, the familiar wave of exhaustion washes over you. You look in the mirror and see a stranger looking back, a version of you that feels disconnected from who you truly are inside. It's the thinning hair on your head and the stubborn, unwanted hairs elsewhere, the painful acne that makes you feel like a teenager again, and the persistent weight around your middle that refuses to budge no matter how little you eat or how much you exercise. It feels like your body is in a constant state of rebellion, a silent war being waged within you every single day. The hormonal chaos dictates your mood, your energy, and your self-esteem, leaving you feeling isolated and misunderstood. If this narrative feels deeply, achingly familiar, I want you to take a deep breath and hear this. You are not alone in this fight. This silent struggle is the daily reality for millions of women around the world. But I also want to plant a seed of hope. Because what if I told you that you hold more power than you think? What if the path to reclaiming your body and finding balance wasn't about another restrictive diet or an impossible workout regimen, but about adding simple, powerful, and natural foods to your daily life? There are accessible and scientifically backed solutions that can help you gently guide your hormones back into harmony, soothe your symptoms, and finally feel in control of your own body. And in this video, we are going to walk through exactly where to begin, step by step, starting with 3 of the most effective foods you can introduce today. Before we dive into these incredible solutions, it's so important to understand why this is happening. Because releasing the blame is the first step toward healing. For so long, you've probably been told it's your fault, that you just need to try harder or have more willpower. That couldn't be further from the truth. Polycystic ovary syndrome isn't a personal failing. It's a complex hormonal and metabolic condition. Think of your body's hormonal system as a finely tuned orchestra. For women with PCOS, it's like a few key instruments, particularly insulin and androgens like testosterone, are playing too loudly, drowning out the rest of the symphony. A primary driver of this is something called insulin resistance, where your body's cells don't respond properly to the hormone insulin. In an attempt to be heard, your body pumps out even more insulin, and this flood of insulin signals your ovaries to produce excess androgens. This is what leads to so many of the symptoms that cause you pain and frustration. This is not your fault. It is a biological response, a miscommunication within your body that you did not cause. You are one of millions of women navigating this exact same challenge, and by understanding the root cause, we can begin to address it with compassion and precision, using food not as an enemy, but as our most powerful ally in restoring that beautiful symphony within. The journey to hormonal balance begins with the understanding that every single thing you eat is a piece of information you are giving to your body. It's a signal that can either amplify the hormonal chaos or gently guide it back to a state of peace. We're not talking about deprivation or radical diets. We are talking about strategic additions of nourishing foods that work with your body's innate wisdom. The first of these powerful allies might surprise you with its simplicity. It's a humble, fragrant herb that you might associate with a refreshing summer drink or a simple tea. I'm talking about spearmint. This isn't just a pleasant flavor. It's a potent, natural tool that directly targets one of the most disruptive aspects of PCOS. Imagine being able to address the frustrating symptoms of excess hair growth, acne, and even hair loss with something as gentle and accessible as a daily cup of tea. Spearmint holds a special kind of magic for women with PCOS because it has what are known as anti-androgenic properties. It speaks directly to the part of your hormonal system that has been playing too loudly, helping to turn down the volume on those excess androgens that are driving so many of your symptoms. Let's explore how this simple herb actually works inside your body, because the science behind it is both fascinating and empowering. The primary androgens that cause issues in PCOS are hormones like free testosterone. When these levels are too high, they trigger the frustrating symptoms like hirsutism, which is the growth of dark, coarse hair on the face, chest, and back, as well as cystic acne and the thinning of the hair on your scalp. It's a trio of symptoms that can be incredibly damaging to your confidence. Spearmint contains compounds that have been shown in multiple studies to significantly reduce the levels of free testosterone in the blood. It doesn't block it completely, but it helps your body find a healthier, more feminine balance. Think of it like a gentle mediator stepping into a loud argument. It doesn't silence anyone, but it encourages a more harmonious conversation between your hormones. Research has shown that women with PCOS who drank 2 cups of spearmint tea a day for just 30 days saw a significant reduction in their androgen levels and also reported a noticeable improvement in their symptoms. This isn't a quick fix, but a sustained, gentle pressure that helps your body recalibrate and remember its natural equilibrium, soothing the inflammation and hormonal static that has been causing you so much distress. So, how can you make this powerful herb a part of your daily ritual? Does something so simple truly have the power to create such a profound shift in a condition as complex as PCOS? The answer is a resounding yes. But the key, as with any natural approach, is consistency. This is about creating a small, sustainable habit that becomes an act of self-care. The easiest and most effective way to incorporate spearmint is by drinking it as a tea. You can use either pre-made spearmint tea bags or, for a more potent infusion, use fresh spearmint leaves. Simply steep a tablespoon of dried leaves or a small handful of fresh leaves in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes. The goal is to drink 2 cups every single day. You could have one in the morning to start your day with a calming ritual, and another in the evening to help you wind down. You can enjoy it hot, or let it cool and drink it iced with a squeeze of lemon. It's not about forcing yourself to do something you dislike, but about finding a way to make this moment of nourishment a pleasure. This simple, daily act sends a consistent, gentle message to your body, a signal that you are working with it, supporting its journey back to balance. Before we move on to the next incredibly powerful food, can I ask you something personal? How many times have you sat in a doctor's office or talked to a friend or family member and felt completely dismissed? How many times have you tried to explain the exhaustion, the frustration, and the feeling of being a stranger in your own skin, only to be met with blank stares or unhelpful advice to just lose weight? I know how deeply that hurts, and I want you to know that your experience is valid, and you are not alone in this struggle. The feeling of isolation is one of the heaviest burdens of living with a chronic condition like PCOS. If this resonates with you, if you have ever felt that way, I would love for you to go to the comments right now and write, "I am ready for a change." Write exactly that. Your message won't just be a declaration for yourself, it will be a beacon of hope for another woman who is scrolling through, feeling completely alone, and needs to see that she is part of a strong, resilient community. But this is just the beginning. While managing androgens with spearmint is a critical step, there's another, even more fundamental issue that drives PCOS for the majority of women. And our next food targets this root cause directly. It's a warm, comforting spice you likely already have in your pantry, but you're probably not using it to its full hormonal healing potential. The foundational issue we need to address for lasting relief is insulin resistance. That stubborn lock on your cells that we talked about earlier. This is the engine driving the weight gain, the intense cravings for sugar and carbs, and the overall hormonal imbalance. Our second hero food is a common spice that is a true powerhouse when it comes to improving insulin sensitivity. I'm talking about cinnamon, not just the kind you sprinkle on a holiday dessert, but a variety you can use daily as a therapeutic tool. Cinnamon has been studied extensively for its incredible ability to help regulate blood sugar levels. It essentially helps your cells become more receptive to insulin's message. Imagine it as a helpful friend who gently nudges the doors on your cells to open up, allowing glucose to enter for energy instead of floating around in your bloodstream and causing trouble. When your cells are more sensitive to insulin, your pancreas doesn't have to work so hard and pump out excessive amounts of it. This reduction in circulating insulin is a game changer for PCOS because it directly leads to your ovaries producing less testosterone. It helps to break the vicious cycle that keeps your hormones out of whack and your body in a state of stress. The benefits of incorporating cinnamon go far beyond just improving insulin sensitivity, touching on many of the daily struggles of PCOS. By helping to stabilize your blood sugar, Cinnamon can dramatically reduce those intense, almost uncontrollable cravings for sugary or high-carb foods. When your blood sugar is on a roller coaster, your body sends out frantic signals for a quick energy fix, which is why you suddenly feel like you need a cookie or a bag of chips. By keeping things more stable, cinnamon helps you feel more in control of your appetite, making it easier to make nourishing food choices without feeling like you're in a constant battle with your own cravings. This also has a direct impact on energy levels. Instead of experiencing those drastic peaks and slumps in energy throughout the day, you'll find your stamina is more consistent and reliable. Some research even suggests that compounds in cinnamon can mimic insulin, providing another pathway for glucose to get into your cells. It's a multifaceted approach, working on several levels to help your body manage its energy resources more efficiently, which is the foundation for healing everything else. This simple spice helps create a stable internal environment, allowing your body to shift out of crisis mode and into a state of balance. Making cinnamon a regular part of your diet is incredibly easy and delicious, and it doesn't require any drastic changes. The key is to aim for consistency, just like with the spearmint tea. A great goal is to consume about 1 to 2 teaspoons of cinnamon per day. One of the best types to look for is Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon, as it contains lower levels of a compound called coumarin compared to the more common cassia variety, making it safer for regular, long-term consumption. You can sprinkle it into your morning coffee or tea, blend it into a smoothie, or stir it into a bowl of oatmeal or Greek yogurt. It adds a wonderful warmth and natural sweetness that can actually reduce your need for other sugars. You can also incorporate it into savory dishes like stews or curries. If you are finding this information helpful and are already imagining the comforting aroma of cinnamon in your morning routine, please take a quick moment to tap the like button. It's a small gesture that makes a huge difference in helping this video reach and support more women who are searching for these very answers. It signals that this content is valuable and helps build our community of support. So, we've introduced 2 powerful tools to our arsenal: spearmint to gently lower those disruptive androgens, and cinnamon to tackle the foundational issue of insulin resistance and blood sugar control. We are addressing 2 of the biggest hormonal players in the PCOS puzzle. But what about the very building blocks of our hormones? What about providing our bodies with the raw materials they need to create a healthy hormonal environment in the first place? And how do we combat the chronic, low-grade inflammation that is so often a hidden driver of PCOS symptoms, making everything feel worse? Our third and final food is an absolute superstar in this regard. It's a tiny seed that provides a trifecta of benefits, addressing inflammation, supporting healthy hormone metabolism, and providing essential nutrients. It's the ultimate foundational food for creating lasting hormonal harmony, and it's something you can add to almost any meal. It's a true nutritional powerhouse that is often overlooked, but holds the key to a deeper level of healing. The tiny but mighty food we're talking about is flax seeds. These small, nutty-tasting seeds are packed with 3 crucial components that are incredibly beneficial for women with PCOS: fiber, lignans, and omega-3 fatty acids. Let's break down why this combination is so effective. First, the fiber content in flax seeds is exceptional. This soluble and insoluble fiber helps to slow down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, which is another powerful way to support stable blood sugar and insulin levels, complementing the work that cinnamon does. Furthermore, this fiber is essential for healthy digestion and detoxification, particularly for helping your body process and eliminate excess estrogens, which can also contribute to hormonal imbalance. It acts like a broom for your digestive system, ensuring that waste and hormonal byproducts are efficiently removed from your body. This dual-action support for both blood sugar and detoxification makes fiber an unsung hero in PCOS management. And flax seeds are one of the best sources you can find. Next are the lignans, which are a type of plant compound with some truly remarkable properties. Flax seeds are the richest dietary source of lignans on the planet. These compounds have a weak estrogenic effect, which allows them to bind to estrogen receptors in the body and help modulate estrogen levels. But perhaps even more importantly for PCOS, lignans have been shown to increase the production of a protein called sex hormone-binding globulin, or SHBG. Think of SHBG as little sponges that travel through your bloodstream, soaking up excess hormones, especially testosterone. By increasing SHBG levels, flax seeds help to reduce the amount of free testosterone circulating in your body, which, as we know, is a primary driver of androgenic symptoms. This works in beautiful synergy with the anti-androgenic effects of spearmint, providing a two-pronged attack on excess androgens. It's a sophisticated and natural way to help your body regulate its own hormone levels, bringing them back into a healthier range. Finally, flax seeds are a fantastic plant-based source of alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid. Chronic Stau's low-grade inflammation is a pervasive issue in women with PCOS, and it exacerbates every single symptom, from insulin resistance to acne to fatigue. Inflammation is your body's response to stress, and in PCOS, the body is often in a constant state of low-level stress. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They help to calm this internal fire, which can improve insulin sensitivity, reduce cardiovascular risks associated with PCOS, and support overall cellular health. By reducing inflammation, you create an environment where your hormones can communicate more effectively and your body can begin to heal. This trifecta of benefits, fiber for blood sugar and detox, lignans for androgen control, and omega-3s for inflammation, makes ground flax seeds one of the most complete and powerful foods you can incorporate for managing PCOS from multiple angles. It's not just treating a symptom, it's nourishing the entire system. To unlock the incredible benefits of flax seeds, there is one very important thing to remember. They must be ground. Your body cannot break down the tough outer hull of whole flax seeds, so if you eat them whole, they will likely pass through your system without releasing their potent nutrients. You can buy them pre-ground, often labeled as flax meal, or you can buy them whole and grind them yourself in a coffee grinder or blender, which is often fresher. The recommended daily amount is 1 to 2 tablespoons. The taste is mild and nutty, making it incredibly versatile. You can blend it into your daily smoothie, where it will also act as a thickener. You can sprinkle it over your oatmeal, yogurt, tea, or salads. You can even mix it into water and drink it straight. Or use it as an egg substitute in baking by mixing 1 tablespoon of ground flax with 3 tablespoons of water and letting it sit for a few minutes. Making this a daily habit provides your body with a consistent supply of the essential building blocks it needs to reduce inflammation, balance androgens, and support your overall hormonal health in a profound and lasting way. Let's take a moment to look at the beautiful synergy of what we've discussed. We have spearmint tea, a gentle daily ritual to help lower the volume on those disruptive androgens. We have cinnamon, a warm and comforting spice that works to repair your body's response to insulin, tackling the metabolic root of the issue. And we have ground flax seeds, a nutritional powerhouse that provides the foundational building blocks for healthy hormones while fighting inflammation and supporting detoxification. This isn't about a diet of restriction or punishment. It's a philosophy of abundance, of strategically adding these deeply healing foods to your life. It's about recognizing that you can become an active participant in your own healing journey. Each cup of tea, each sprinkle of spice, is a conscious choice you are making to nourish your body and work with it, not against it. These small, consistent steps, when practiced over time, can create a ripple effect of positive change, helping you reclaim your energy, your confidence, and a sense of peace within your own skin. This is your power. It's the power to choose nourishment over frustration and to take back control, one gentle, healing meal at a time. If you have made it this far into the video, it shows a deep commitment to yourself. It means you are actively searching for answers, for relief, and for a glimmer of hope that things can be different. This channel was created for that exact reason, to be a trusted guide on your journey, to help you understand the language of your body, regain a sense of control, and find solutions that genuinely work. You are not alone on this path. We are building a safe and supportive space right here, a community where women just like you can find validated information, practical advice, and the emotional encouragement that is so often missing. This is a place where your struggle is understood and your victories are celebrated. If this is the kind of guidance and community you have been searching for, I warmly invite you to subscribe now and be sure to turn on all notifications. Every single video we create is designed to be another step forward on your path to becoming a healthier, happier, and more empowered you. Welcome to the journey.